Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the BGA Podcast. The podcast where we talk about basically anything, meaning like video games and movies, media stuff, and TV shows. But also for this episode of it, topics. Because there's a topic I want to talk about. And what is that topic? Change. Meaning someone changing something that they've done for several years, or for a very long time. Like, for example, in the next podcast, I'm changing the picture that you guys are currently seeing right now. The BGA podcast picture. It's gonna be changing. Yeah. Yeah, I just know what some of you are thinking. Some of you are going like, there's another change right now. Yeah, I'm going to guess what the change is. It's of me doing another episode of the BGA podcast, because I already did one. I did one a few weeks ago by now. No, 1 week ago. Like, it was 1 week ago that I did a episode of the podcast. And I understand that. I just wanted to do this because, well, I like to change it up a little bit. It's not gonna happen often, but I'm gonna be doing this whenever it's the end of the year. That's why this this episode of the podcast is being uploaded in Wednesday. Yeah. But like I said, change. Why are we talking about change, man? Why are we talking about things changing? Because this year was full of freaking changes, man. I'm not freaking kidding. So many things has changed. So many things have become like not the typical norm. Like, for example, former WWE wrestler John Cena, as you already know, he retired. He's no longer going to wrestle. He's still going to be a little bit part of the group, the freaking like that, but not fully. He's gonna be most likely backstage most often. We're not gonna be seeing him no more. Like he promised, we won't see him again. Yeah. Yeah. But back to what I wanted to talk about. John Cena, for once in his life, he was a heel. He was a heel. He turned heel. He turned into a bad guy. So many people were freaking like kept on asking for this, going like, oh, when is he gonna turn heel? Like, I hope he turns heel someday. It would be great if he turns heel. And funny enough, there was once a point where John Cena was supposed to turn heel. I'm not lying. There was once a point where he was supposed to turn heel. And that was when he was feuding with The Rock in 2010 to 2012. Not kidding. Those were the years where he was supposed to be a heel. But nope. You might have noticed it when he was doing his freaking like little script saying that, yo, at least I don't have to write down the words that I freaking missed. I freaking forgot. At least I don't have my promos in my hand. Like, yeah, that was the moment when he turned almost heel. But then they were like, nah, we can't let him become a heel because that's obviously very, very stupid. Like, that's just not right. Not at all. Not one bit. Not in that moment, anyways. But then everything changed in this year when John Cena low-blowed Cody Rhodes, and everyone started cheering. They started cheering because this was the moment that he would be no longer good guy Cena. And as you can tell, for the past few months that he was heel, he wasn't the absolute greatest. So after all of that happened, people regretted making Cena heel because they asked for it. I never asked for this. Like, I like it when he was a good guy always. Yeah. Yeah. But when he turns into a babyface again, everyone started cheering again, going like, "Yay! Thank God! That's good. We like good guy Cena." And here's another change that happened. His last freaking match. His last one. We've all seen it. So many of us were freaking like disappointed. We hate that he decided to do this. Like, here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. Triple H didn't want this to happen. He was trying to convince John Cena not to let it go this way. But John Cena was hesitant. He was like, no, it is time for me to actually do this. Like, I don't want to show off. I want to show the future of wrestling. The future of wrestling I want to show people future wrestlers. So I'm going to do it. And in that day, his match against Gunther, when Gunther put a submission on him, he went, he tapped out. I am a little bit disappointed on him that he wanted to go out this way. But if he really wants to do it that way, okay then. I'm disappointed, but okay then. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. So not just one change from him. Not only did he become a heel, but he also tapped out. He tapped out. And we're so freaking disappointed about that. We're disappointed. Like, why, Cena? Why? Why did you need to do that? The match would have been okay if Gunther would have won any other way. But why that way? Why did you need to tap out? God dang it! God dang it, man. When I saw him tap out, I went like, no, man, no. Like, why? Why? Oh my God. I don't like that. I don't like that, man. I didn't like that. But still, it's his decision. Even though it's a freaking stupid decision. It's his decision, I guess. That's how he ended his career. By tapping out against Gunther. Okay. Alright then. Alright. I'm not happy. But alright. More about changes. Staying in theme about changing content and other stuff like that. Not a lot of you know him, but you should, because this person is freaking fantastic. YouTuber / Twitch streamer Steven George. For 15 years, he has been live streaming 24/7 every single day. I'm not kidding. Every single freaking day. But all of that has changed in the beginning of 2025 when he made a video with the title "No More Daily Vlogging." The video was basically talking about was of him saying, "Hey, remember when I've been doing this daily crap for many years? For 14 years now? Yeah, I'm no longer doing daily vlogging anymore. Because I need a break. I need a break from it." At first, he was like, "I need to take a break from this. Like, I can no longer do this because I no longer have passion of doing this. I no longer have passion on doing this no more." I don't know why. It's just like it's completely gone. And he has felt that way ever since, like, maybe 2021, maybe? I don't really know. Like, he says in the video that after a few years, there was just no creative, like, no imagination, basically. His imagination is like freaking dry, completely dry. He doesn't have no idea on what to do, because in the first few let's say 500 days of doing so many things that was hello. Okay, it's working again. The freaking cord of this mic fell off. But anyways, as I was saying, he has no imagination no more, and he needed to freaking take a break because he realized he has been stressed. He has been stressed for many years, and that's what made him to stop thinking creatively. Yeah. So ever since that day, at first he said, "I need to take a break. I will go back to how I was back then, but for right now, I need to take a break." But now he is saying, "No, I don't want to go back to how things were. Like, I honestly like it this way a little bit more." So it seems like it's going to stay this way, pretty much. And honestly, I like that. I like that a lot, man. I like that so much. I freaking think that that's great. Like him doing vlogs whenever he is, like, he thinks of an idea, basically. Or when he is doing something a lot of fun, pretty much. But yeah. Yep. But yeah, there's nothing else to talk about. those are the things I wanted to talk about today. I know it's not a whole lot. But you gotta understand, in my point of view, so many things has changed for this year. For me, that was a YouTuber that used to do daily vlogging, that would do a vlog every single day, no longer doing that. And a wrestler who was always a babyface turned heel one time. But not only that, once he was a good guy again for his last match, to tap out. But yeah, that's this episode of the BGA podcast. This year was insane. Once again, there was changes. Some of them were okay changes. Some of them were bad. Some of them were good. But like, in the end of the day, some of us would need to deal with it and move on. Or some of us will be happy and excited about it. Or some of us will be like, oh, alright then. Yeah. But that's about it, you guys. That's the end of this episode of the BGA podcast. I'll be seeing you guys again with another one, probably talking about another movie, but perhaps also a video game. Who knows? But that's about it. I'll see you guys with another one. Peace.